Looks like it's time to ship out at last. You took your time and nearly nodded off. Especially with this beautiful weather we're having. So how are things? I'm no hunter, but I bet it gives you a real sense of purpose, doesn't it? Really? That's great. So, you need passage to the Spirit Isle, do you? Believe me, you don't want to go there unprepared. That's where the big fish are, if you know what I mean. The Kemono on the Isle are a lot tougher than the ones you've been hunting along the old Blossom Trail. I think the Spineglider inhabits the south side of the island, but I don't know exactly where you find it. In days gone by, hunters had Karakuri that helped them find their prey. Without something like that, you'll just have to trawl around for it the old-fashioned way. And hope you don't net something you can't handle. I don't know. Maybe you're ready for anything. But it wouldn't hurt to check over your weapons and armor before we leave. All right, if you say so. Looks like I was worrying over nothing. Oh, yeah, one other thing. You know the Guild of Fishermen handles everything to do with shipping? Trade as well as fishing. Well, we quite often run into trouble that could use a good hunter like yourself. So if you're ever short of work, just give me a shout. Of course we would reward you for your efforts. You said you were giving those Spineglider materials to Suzuran-sensei, didn't you? Yeah, she knows her stuff when it comes to Kemono. You want to know what's still to do? Here's the list. Right. We both better get back. Bye for now. Someone's had a good hunt. Any materials you collected? Take them straight to Suzuran-sensei, would you? I feel like there's more life in Minato now, somehow. You want to know what's still to do? Here's the list. All right. I think we're about done for now. You couldn't come with me for a minute, could you? There's a little thing you might be able to help me with. Yataro here is a bit stuck for some materials. I was thinking maybe you could gather them up for him?
I didn't ask for any help. Why are you sticking your nose in?
Come on. Stop being so stubborn. You were grumbling before about not being able to carry on with your work.
Maybe I was, but that doesn't mean I need help from an outsider. All right, if you're that insistent.
You've got a solid offer of help here, Yataro. You'd be mad not to take it. Where's that list you showed me before of everything you need? Just give it to the hunter here, and we can all get on.
Fine.
Great. When you found everything, just give it straight to Yataro, would you? Arigato!
If you don't mind then. I've learned to make some new stuff, if you care. If you want something, spit it out. All the right materials in the right quantities? Didn't think you'd come through.
Whoa! Did you manage to find everything already?
Yeah.
That's great, isn't it? Now you can push on with your work. Did you thank your new supplier yet?
No. Why? I'm giving a reward, aren't I?
I should think so. But it never hurts to say thanks, you know?
Look, you're the one who asked for the help in the first place. All right, if I have to. I just want to say, stop being so weird.
Oi, wait a minute! Sorry. I bet you're wondering why you bothered, aren't you? He's always been like that, though. But he's been through a lot, so don't think too badly of him. Of course, that's no excuse for being crabby. I'll have a word with him later.
Are you alright, Jisoo? Do you need another rest?
It wasn't like this when the Karakuri were working. It was a breeze to get up to the top back then.
Ah, you hunted a Tsunobashiri for us, did you? Those Spinegliders are tough. We owe you one. Arigato. You're clearly well able to do your job then. But how are you holding up? No strange sensations? Excellent. That's good to hear. You must tell me at once if you notice anything out of the ordinary. Having a Karakuri implanted in your body may have consequences you're not expecting. The seed is a very old Karakuri, the crystallization of wisdom amassed by the ancient hunters. It will make a deep physiological and mental connection with you. It allows its host to conjure and control Karakuri, to influence the ki that flows through the entire natural world. In fact, until now, I honestly believed it was a fairy tale. I certainly never imagined that I'd see it with my own eyes. Side effects? Well, there are certainly pitfalls. Firstly, I don't believe you can manipulate Karakuri wherever and whenever you like. You've experienced that already, of course. You haven't been able to make use of Karakuri here in Minato, for example, have you? Secondly, although the seed is said to contain the ingredients for a plethora of Karakuri, it would appear you can't conjure them all whenever you like. I imagine there has to be some sort of trigger to stimulate the requisite memory. Given that it's a hunter's device, it seems reasonable to assume that those triggers will occur in the course of hunting activities. And thirdly, I dare say this is the most pertinent of the pitfalls from your perspective. The seed is deeply embedded in your heart. So deeply that one can no longer function without the other. What I'm trying to say is that if that tiny Karakuri were to break, you would die. Now, it's not especially fragile, so there's no need to panic, but still, I would treat it with due care. Good. Yes, before you go, there's one last thing. There's a small task I'd like you to undertake. Or rather, the town elders have decided it should be done. It may even result in the first pitfall that I mentioned before being rendered moot. I think it would be quicker to show you rather than trying to explain further. Would you accompany me to the Spirit Isle? We can leave whenever you're ready. And Natsume will be coming along too. So a trip to the island. A boat trip. Unavoidable, I suppose. Oh, sorry. Since your arrival in Minato, I've redoubled my research efforts. You've rekindled my passion for the unknown.